what is the biggest skincare myth out there?
The myth about chemicals, everything can be good for you, everything can be bad for you. It depends on the level, and it does not necessarily mean that natural is better or that synthetic is worse.
Hey friends, welcome to Keep It Simple Sexy. I'm Christine Bullock, founder of KO Body Care, certified fitness trainer and mom of 2 little girls who's just trying to juggle it all and feel as good as possible. I'm so grateful that you're here. Now let's get started, sexy. Hello everyone and welcome back to Keep It Simple Sexy. I am your host, Christine Bullock. Today we're talking about a magical ingredient. It's vitamin C. It is one of the skincare ingredients dermatologists, cosmetic chemists, and beauty editors all agree on. The potent antioxidant is considered a powerhouse ingredient in every skincare routine because it tackles a number of common skin issues, including fine lines, wrinkles, and hyperpigmentation. Plus, it leaves you with a really beautiful glow. C can be extremely effective, but it's also finicky and prone to oxidation. So while there are a lot on shelf, it depends on how they oxidize throughout their shelf life to see how potent it is from first use to last. Enter the C game changer, Ron Robinson. Ron is a veteran cosmetic chemist with over 20 years experience in creating innovative, big-selling beauty products for leading brands you may have heard of like Clinique, Estee Lauder, La Mer, Revlon, Avon, and Lancome. With his experience, he's seen it all, the good, the bad, and the unstable on shelf. The predictability of vitamin C sent Ron into problem-solving mode, and soon he launched his own beauty brand, BeautyStat Cosmetics, in 2019 with a single flagship product that instantly became a cult classic and an award winner. And I will tell you my favorite product right away, favorite C right away as soon as you guys landed. Their star vitamin C serum, the Universal C Skin Refiner, has been named best by Allure, Vogue, and Harper's Bazaar and became the foundation of a growing line of innovative high-performance products, all which I am now in love with as well. Welcome, Ron Robinson. I'm so excited to geek out with you today on ingredients.
What a fantastic intro. Thank you so much. It's so great to be here with you today.
I'm so honored to have you. I think in my business over the 20 years, little do people know that if I could just be, in the lab constantly, it's what I would love. So I cannot wait to pick your brain on everything and just live through you vicariously and all of your experience and wisdom today. So thank you for being part of this show.
Absolutely. Would have missed it.
And congratulations on the growth of the business and just the success of your business as well and your products. They work. That's what's so cool. You see a lot of products out there too nowadays with, marketing too, and it's great. You have award winners and they deserve it, but like your products work.
No, thank you. And you're one of the early supporters of ours. You discovered us and we were so thankful. We've expanded quickly in just a short amount of time. And that's thanks to people who tried the product, saw results, and came back for more.
Yeah, and let's dive into that. So after working for big brands such as Estee Lauder, Revlon, and La Mer, to name a few, what led you to want to start your own brand?
Yeah, Christine, I never thought I would go and start my own brand. Work for a lot of big brands, develop big selling products for them. And then I started BeautyStat as a blog, trying to help consumers shop beauty products, giving them expert advice. But I constantly got questions from consumers about vitamin C. Why is it unstable? Why is it such a finicky ingredient? How can I shop vitamin C products better? So that got me thinking, what if I could stabilize pure vitamin C? That means prevent it from oxidizing, which means it could turn orange or turn brown. It stops working after a short amount of time. What if I could stabilize it so the consumers did not have to worry about it going unstable, so that they can get a product that they could go back to use weeks and weeks and weeks without any fear of it not working because it's oxidized? And we did it. 3 years, 5 patents, we were able to stabilize pure vitamin C, and we were able to launch our star product with that technology. It's our Universal C Skin Refiner.
I love that. Do you think that having that blog too really helped you in the guidance of hearing from the consumer. And I feel like this was probably before we were even listening to our customers as much on social media, to have something like that that's really geared into what people want.
Absolutely. It was comments, people writing into us and asking questions. And that's the feedback that I got, learning from the consumer and discovering that there was a need in the market for someone to solve this problem. And we were able to do that here at BeautyStat.
Well, let's break down the vitamin C then too. I mean, it truly is an ingredient that could be used really for any skin, I've heard.
Yep.
It should be in everybody's regimen.
Yep.
At any age, maybe. I mean, maybe not 3 years old, but anytime you're starting to use a little bit of skincare. Why is it so important? And what results, what prevention, what results are we going to see?
Yeah, it's great. It's a great question. First of all, vitamin C, it's a vitamin that's essential. Means our bodies cannot make it. We have to ingest it or apply it topically to get it. So it comes from our food. And if we eat enough of vitamin C, some of it actually makes it to the skin and helps to really does three things. Provides antioxidant protection. So it's a powerful antioxidant. So it's going to prevent the skin from being damaged from free radicals. That's pollution, smoke, smog, etc. The second thing it does, it helps to stimulate collagen. So that's why it works to help tackle fine lines and wrinkles and help to firm the skin. And the third thing it does, and this is what people kind of know vitamin C best for, is that it prevents the overproduction of melanin. And that's why it's able to even out the skin tone and decrease the look of hyperpigmentation. So it's those three things. We need to ingest it, but if we really want to get results that are really visible on our skin, we need to apply it topically. And that's why the power of vitamin C, that's why it's a critical ingredient for everyone's skincare.
So there's many types of vitamin C out there,
yes.
But is there one or two that are specific ones that are recommended for just topical application?
Yeah, the purest form of vitamin C is called L-ascorbic acid. Now that's the ingredient that's very unstable. That's why it turns brown and turns orange, because it's very finicky. When it's exposed to the air or light, it starts to break down. And the look, what happens is it turns brown or orange, just like an apple. You slice an apple, it starts to turn brown. It means it's oxidized. So when it oxidizes, it stops working. So the way that other brands have been able to solve this is they've been creating vitamin C derivatives. So basically they take the pure vitamin C, L-ascorbic acid, and they combine it with another ingredient. And it kind of wraps it up, and it helps keep it stable longer. And that's what gets what's used in a lot of other skincare products in the marketplace. The issue with that, I mean, that's a good way to protect it. But what happens is that you get less vitamin C being applied to the skin because it's now combined with something else. And then after it's applied to the skin, it slowly gets released. But the net impact of that vitamin C is lessened because you've combined it with something else. What we've been able to do in our BeautyStat Universal C Skin Refiner is we've been able to encapsulate pure vitamin C, and we encapsulate the entire thing. In other words, we don't need to pair it up or protect it with something else. We're really applying the high level of vitamin C in its pure form and allowing it to reach the skin and activate there without any oxidation. And in our product, we have a 3 to 5 year shelf life. It's rock stable, does not turn brown, does not oxidize. It's pure and potent from the first drop to the last.
That's amazing on both sides of it. And I can actually back up because this is a newer version I have.
Yep.
And then I just found an older version, or just, one that I probably had sitting around, I traveled with and I didn't realize I had, and I pulled it back on the shelf, and it's like the same exact color. And I have no idea how long, but I'm using it instead because I'm like, I got to get through this one first.
Right. And there's no problem with using it.
It works.
That product, it's rock stable. So you can go back to that and save this one for later.
It's so amazing. And that's really awesome because not only are you preventing, so you have to encapsulate it basically to prevent the oxidation of it. But then most brands are really losing the effectiveness of it.
Yeah.
And this one is just, you're getting much more plus longer on shelf, which is amazing.
Absolutely. That vitamin C packs a punch. It's 20% pure L-ascorbic acid. It's no joke. It's strong, but it works.
And I'll tell you too, I mean, I used to have freckles and all that, but then after fertility, pregnancy, I had melasma, and it's a constant issue. And that's why I fell in love with this when Violet Grey launched this originally, because it worked. It was like the first vitamin C where actually, even with my melasma, was preventative, was actually healing.
Yep.
Do you find a difference in just regular freckle pigmentation versus what we hear so commonly nowadays is the melasma? Like, what's the difference, and what is the impact of vitamin C on each?
Yeah, melasma, and I'm sure the doctors that might be listening. That's a medical condition. Often, as women go through pregnancy, they start to see this new type of discoloration, which they may not have seen before. It has a unique look to it, but it's all the same basically. In this case, it's hormonally. It started because of hormones and fluctuations. So the net is the same. Basically, what happens with any type of discoloration or hyperpigmentation, your melanin, the ingredient in our skin, which gives us our skin color, you want it to be produced evenly.
Yeah.
If it's produced unevenly, in other words, you have specific spots that produce too much. That's what makes a spot appear in that particular area. Melasma happens to have a specific look because that's where the melanocytes create too much melanin, and it has a specific look that is known for melasma. In any event, whichever way discoloration is formed, vitamin C works to prevent the overproduction of melanin. It helps to even out the production, so your color, your tone remains even, and it prevents that hyperpigmentation, meaning prevents too much pigmentation from happening in specific spots, which causes it to look like a spot or discoloration. We don't want that. We want it to be evenly produced, keep the skin even, and that's what vitamin C. It's one of the great things that it does. It helps to even out the skin tone.
Are you struggling to find the time to get to the salon or spa for some much needed self-care? I know I am with 2 kids at home. Well, Priv is an on-demand beauty and wellness solution located in over 30 cities across the US. Priv services include professional hairstyling, makeup application, nail services, spray tanning, facials, massages, men's grooming, and even ear piercing. Simply open up your Priv app, select what service you'd like, your location, preferred day and time, and let Priv take care of the rest. Once your appointment is confirmed, a highly qualified professional will come to you to provide you a luxe, in-home, or on-demand service. Priv gives you the freedom and flexibility to schedule all of your beauty and wellness needs with one easy-to-use platform. Put self-care back into your schedule and book your Priv appointment. Download the Priv app today and use code SIMPLESEXY20. That's SIMPLESEXY20 to get $20 off your first service on the Priv app. And I will say too, with the Universal C Refiner, what's really nice about this one too is the texture of this product. It's almost like a primer on the skin. If you guys are watching video, I'm going to show you a little bit. Where so many vitamin C's are like an oil or very light or greasy sometimes. Yeah, this really, I mean, it blends so easily and it feels almost like a primer, truly. Like it just, like I can put this on, it just, it acts as such a nice base as well. So even within that, you guys really nailed it. And the application of the whole kit and caboodle of this product.
Yeah, the texture was important because we wanted something that people were going to really find is really aesthetically pleasing, that they would enjoy using, and that they'd be able to layer their moisturizer, the sunscreen, anything else over it that would, without pilling, and it should feel really nice when it's applied. So the texture was key, and I think consumers think we did a really good job there. So really thank you.
I'm going to step away from the vitamin C for a second, but talk a little bit about other unstable ingredients because it's actually a question I have. I hear about essential oils. I've heard both sides, right? Especially coming from science. And then there's the natural market too. But I've heard that they're so unstable on the skin in a product. And so I'm wondering what your opinion is of all the natural products that are loaded with essential oil, or if there's a way to stabilize it, a better way to use essential oils. What do you think?
Yeah, essential oils, it's interesting. That's a case where the instability causes potential irritation on the skin. Because I think some of us have heard that the issue, the backlash with essential oils. A lot of them are being used in hair care products because, again, they help stimulate the circulation in the hair and help the hair follicle, help with the hair growth. Skin, again, the stability issue. It could be irritating if used on facial skin. It's very nice on body products because, again, a lot of essential oils create a nice scent that people really love. So I think the care needs to be taken in terms of formulation, in terms of which ones to use, and to make sure the testing is done really well to make sure it maintains stability and does not irritate. So those are key things to look out for.
And that's something basically like trying to encapsulate it maybe as well in a certain way.
Encapsulation is
yeah.
Level is key as well, because a little goes a long way in some cases. So, and I think it's all balanced basically.
Yeah. I mean, and even in the scent of the scent too, you're going to get it stronger, or, it might wear away after a while too. Interesting. So I'm also continuing to step away from the sea just for a little bit. You guys won so many awards with that. Obviously, you have to continue on with additional products, and I'm in love with every single one of them here. I have most here, and they're all very different, which I love that. But you've picked these key ingredients. So I want to break down a few other ingredients, and they're so gentle and they're so light and yet effective. Right. So even if you have oily skin to dry skin, you're going to love these. It's amazing. They're so innovative too. The Universal Pro Bio Moisture Cream.
Yes.
This little guy right here, if you're watching the video, whoops, over here, it has ceramides and hyaluronic acid is some of the ingredients in there. But I wanted to pinpoint, everybody's heard of hyaluronic acid. Please break down why you love that, but also the ceramides. That's newer for people.
Yeah, so what we did with this product is that we recognize that consumers want hydration, and a lot of us have moisture barriers that are compromised, and that happens from exposure to the environment. The dry indoors, the going outdoors with not enough sunscreen, and what happens? Our moisture barrier becomes compromised. It gets dry, and we can get sensitive. So this moisturizer is geared for protecting and helping to rebuild and repair the moisture barriers. So hyaluronic acid is key. That's a powerful ingredient that's working to help draw moisture to the skin and help your skin stay hydrated. Ceramides, another key ingredient. Ceramides are actually found in the skin, but we're applying them topically to help protect the skin and help hydrate it. Christine, we also use a biofermented mushroom extract that we discovered that also helps to help repair and rebuild skin's moisture barrier. So among those three ingredients in this product, I think we have a really great moisturizer, great for all skin types, like you mentioned, drenches the skin in moisture without letting it feel oily and greasy.
And truly like an all-day hydration without feeling like you have a lot of goop on your skin.
Yeah, it's all in the formulation. Again, we've done literally hundreds and hundreds of variations before landing on this special formula that we have right here.
Because I've actually never tried something. I am a dry skin tone, but I'm acne prone. So I do use heavier creams, but I want something a little lighter, just something effective. And I've never experienced something so light that actually hydrates me all day long with dry skin and in dry California air as well.
Yeah, I think we reached the right balance here with this moisturizer. So we're thrilled with it. We're thrilled with the feedback we're getting on this one.
And the Universal Moisture Essence, do you recommend? So this is more of like a serum, guys, but it's almost like a water serum too. It's not like that oil type serum. Do you recommend putting this on first before your cream? And also it has, I don't even know how to say this. Is it Squalane?
Squalane. Yeah. So
Squalane, that's it.
So we did with this product. This is a lightweight face oil, and this would be the last step in your routine. So let's say that you've applied our vitamin C serum, you followed it with a moisturizer. Let's say you want a little bit of extra moisture and you want to help almost seal that moisture in. You follow with that moisture essence, which is our face oil, which is made of 100% sustainably sourced squalane.
And what's amazing is, like I said, it feels like a serum. That's how light it is.
It's super light. It's easy to we call it a moisture sandwich. And that's what help. That's our last step to help sandwich the moisture in with that lightweight face oil.
And what does the squalane do again? Because it's actually in your vitamin C as well. So you must feel like this ingredient is very important.
Good observation. Yes, squalane is a very great ingredient. In this case, in this pure form of this moisture essence, we found clinical data that shows that it helps the skin retain moisture. And that's why we wanted to use it in a big way in this product.
And I think too, just to go back a little bit, and all your ingredients, what you're saying is like building up the skin barrier. What I've realized over the years is really that is one of the biggest things for prevention of aging and breakdown. Like we do lasers, microdermabrasions, lactic acid, glycolic, and especially many years ago, we saw these women with very much thinning skin because the treatments were so much stronger.
Yes.
But truly nowadays, maybe it's less peels or less harsh peels and helping to rebuild the foundation of the barrier, as we call it, of that skin. I feel like that's truly helped me in the sense of the acne, balancing my skin tone, skin moisture levels, dryness naturally, but also I have rosacea, redness, all of that, and even the melasma. It's just very much helped because your skin's gonna break down too from the environment so much more.
You just called it out. That's what's going on here. So right now we're at a point where our skincare products, they're actually delivering results. So what happens if you start to get a little result with something? Sometimes we use more. We say, oh, if a little works, then a lot must really work. So we go all in. We cocktail. We may get a derm treatment here. And you just talked about our skin has become thin because we've done too much.
That was me. That was so me. The strong peels, too much retinol, I'm all in all the time. Now I'm all in and gentle self-care.
and I think that's what's happened now. So now we've reached, okay, so our skincare is now working. Mm-hmm. If we pare back a little bit and we focus on rebuilding our skin barrier, which these products, some of these moisturizing products that we've launched, they help do, then we could get our skin back to normal again. We could rebuild the barrier. We could begin to keep our skin more hydrated on its own. And then we could then selectively use our treatments to help maintain our skin, because basically it's about maintaining our skin and keeping our skin healthy for a longer period of time. That's the ultimate goal. So that's why these barrier repair products have become so trendy right now. And we see the need. We felt the need to launch these products because, again, we want to help consumers rebuild their barrier. Yes, you want to treat your skin and get, fade those dark spots, fade those wrinkles, but you need hydration too at its basic level.
Yeah, don't we all? One of the basic things we need just in general for our body is hydration. So we can see where our skin really needs that as well. And just in general in life, we see it as a common thing we hear through the podcast with all of our experts is just repair and literally balance is the word that we see all the time. And it actually leads me into my other one too. But I love this too, the microbiome barrier balancing cleanser with micro silver trademarked. What is that?
Yes, micro silver.
Why is it silver?
Okay, so that we actually have pure silver, medical grade silver in this cleanser. So here's the deal with this product. Consumers have been asking us since we launched our vitamin C serum. People have been asking us, "Hey guys, BeautyStat, when are you guys going to launch a cleanser?" So we thought long and hard, and we really researched the market in terms of what was missing on the market regarding cleansers. We saw that there are a lot of cleansers out there. Some of them are too stripping. Some of them are too harsh. And we felt if we were going to launch a cleanser, we have to make sure that it's gentle. It has to do the job of actually cleansing the skin. But what else could it do? What are the other concerns that current cleansers are not addressing? And we live in a time now where there's bacteria, there's viruses, we're very clean conscious, but yet, again, we don't want to over clean to the point where we strip our skin, especially when we're talking about our skin's microbiome, because that's the natural fauna and bacteria on the skin that we need on our skin. We found that silver has the ability to help clean the skin. It's antibacterial, but it only kills the bad bacteria. It maintains the healthy bacteria that we need. That's why we named the product as such, the Microbiome Barrier Balancing Cleanser, because we're able to clean the skin, get rid of the bad bacteria and all the microbes, etc., while we maintain the good bacteria, and it gently cleanses the skin. Seriously, this product cleanses the skin and just leaves it. You're actually more hydrated. We clinically tested it. Your skin is more hydrated after using this cleanser than before.
I feel like too, exactly what you're saying. It's even more hydrated than when you use an oil face wash or anything, because it's different. You can tell that it's a true hydration. And I'm sitting here grinning like ear to ear because I just love even hearing about the microbiome of the skin and leaving the good bacteria, because again, you strip the skin barrier, the balance, it just keeps going back to, maintaining that skin barrier for protection and anti-aging, even from the free radicals that are giving us melasma, like all of that kind of stuff. So,
and here's the feedback we're getting from consumers that have acne, because that's an example of a bacteria we don't want.
Yeah,
we don't want acne-causing bacteria. Who wants that? So here's the feedback we're getting. Consumers with acne are saying it's helping to clear my acne.
Yeah. I can see. And the funny thing is, most of the time, this was back in the day too, but they end up providing like salicylic and glycolic face washes and all of that. And I remember, even if I try that when I'm, I don't break out much anymore because I know how to control all of that. But if I use that, it strips my skin so much, I will start to break out. It's funny that you want to back off and be more gentle with it.
You do. You do. So again, found the great balance here with being able to hydrate the skin, yet keep it cleansed as well.
I love that. So guys, if you are dealing with any kind of acne, you want to look for this cleanser, and just silver in general, or for your kids, to try and just start balancing everything.
Absolutely.
So what is your ideal skincare regimen then, day and night?
Day and night. Okay. I'm going to keep it simple. And this is what I tell consumers if they're looking for basic skincare. You want a good cleanser, you want a moisturizer, and you want sunscreen. That's what you need.
So we're getting a sunscreen from you next.
We are.
That's a hard one. I know. We don't have to go into that. That's a hard one.
It is coming. So yes, that's what I recommend to consumers. Hey, I've worked at a lot of brands. Use a brand that you find is going to work best for you. But my advice is just find a good cleanser, a moisturizer, and sunscreen. Mm-hmm. If you find your skin, if you're looking for a little bit more and you know exactly, hey, you know what? I think I could do better in terms of firming my skin or wrinkles or addressing hyperpigmentation, then you can go get a specialist. You can go get a vitamin C serum or a retinol serum, etc. But my recommendation is those three things: cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen.
I'm throwing this at you too, because I'm just wondering, you talked about specialists, and we know like vitamin C, I think, is that first step in treatment. What about peptides? Because we hear about, you talked firming too. And I was like, is that something that you think work actually topically, or?
Peptides are great ingredients.
Yeah.
As a chemist, when I look at all the options of ingredients I have to work with, that I can work with in formulating in my products, peptides are one of them. But I'm looking at things, certainly vitamin C, you know how I feel about that ingredient and how it works. The retinols, the glycolics, those are the key ingredients, along with peptides. So some brands may focus on one, and others may combine them in a unique way that may provide synergistic benefits. So yes, peptides, another important ingredient. And peptides have different actions as well. A lot of us know that they work to help firming and providing anti-wrinkle benefits, but they can do hydration as well, depending on the type of peptide. So definitely a good ingredient that you should look for, depending on your skin concern.
The Keep It Simple Sexy podcast is brought to you by KO Body Care. Uh-oh, guys, I'm going to fill you in on something. My pants are fitting a little tight today. Have you guys ever felt the same, a little bloated, ate something that didn't mix well with your tummy? Well, I'm going to let you in on my personal hack. KO Body Care's clean plant-based supplement, Bloat Be Gone, and it will be gone. As the founder and CEO of KO, we spent so long getting these formulas perfect, and this one really works instantly. Our customers are just as obsessed with it as I am. What I love about this one is that it soothes bloating and digestive discomfort fast while healing over time. So I always slip this one in my purse when I'm going out to dinner, and that way I can throw it in some water, drink it, and feel great. Try it out for yourself and see the bloat and discomfort start to disappear, leaving you feeling your best. Head to kobodycare.com and use our code KISS20 for 20% off your first purchase. One last question for you. What is the biggest skincare myth out there?
The biggest
one of them.
there's so many. I think there's the myth about chemicals. I think we hear this a lot. I don't like using chemicals. So we don't realize that everything is a chemical. Everything, the air, the water, whether it's naturally derived or synthetic, it's all chemicals. So I think that's the biggest myth, is thinking that because it may have a name you don't understand or you haven't seen before, that it must be a chemical, and a chemical means bad. Everything can be good for you. Everything can be bad for you. It depends on the level. And it does not necessarily mean that natural is better or that synthetic is worse. Those are the big misconceptions, the big misconception I see out there that I try to educate consumers as much as I can about.
Preach. I love that so much, because yes, there is so much misleading information out there. I'm sure you hear it from the consumer too, like natural, natural, natural. Yes, exactly. It's just these keywords, and it's just about creating these safe products and effective products, and finding a balance of that.
You just nailed what BeautyStat's positioning is about. It's about high performance skincare that is safe. Yeah. And that can come from the natural ingredients. It can come from synthetic, and ideally it comes from a blend, and really trying to find the right balance, as you said.
With a delivery method, it's still like you need a good delivery method too. I can't just take an avocado necessarily and go rubbing it and really get an effective treatment as much as I can with a little bit of science and delivery for avocado oil.
Absolutely, 100%.
I love it. As I said, I could geek out with you forever, and I wish I had more time with you, but let's do a couple speed round questions.
Okay.
What is your morning routine like to set the tone for your day?
Christine, I'm a morning person. You're like goals. I've seen what you've done over the years in fitness. I'm a fitness aficionado as well. It's been part of my life and lifestyle, and I'm a morning person. I do a 2-hour workout every morning.
Wow. Your goals.
Weight training, cardio. I tend to overtrain too much. So one of the things I'm working on is to try to balance that as well. So that's my morning routine. It gets me set, gets me balanced for the day. When I'm done with my workout, I feel like I've solved all the world's problems. My head is clear. I'm ready. And then I open up my emails, and then I get confused and scattered like everyone else.
Truth. That's the truth. I know. I also feel so creative when I'm working out. I feel like my best ideas come to me because I'm so clear-headed at that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
That's amazing. Well, and then I guess speed round two, what do we see in the future for BeautyStat?
Well, we hinted at something coming from us that has sunscreen. So that's coming later this year.
I'm really excited.
More to come there.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, I'm so excited. I'm still cannot find an SPF that I'm fully in love with. So I cannot, and I absolutely love each one of your products, truly. I'm not, guys, trying to sound like an ad whatsoever. I'm very earnest. And he is such an amazing specialist, expert gentleman. And there's so much time, obviously years of experience put into these products, and each one is so different. It's not like a marketing, you have this flow. It's all there to just gently balance the skin, and that's going to prevent the aging process. So I'm really excited for the SPF as well. Okay, one more. Let's see. What's your simple go-to, can't skip a day healthy habit?
Through the pandemic, I've learned the power of walking. Now, this is someone that likes to cardio, run, the treadmill, climbing the stairs, the assault bike, all that stuff. And then I've discovered, walking. We are born naturally to be able to walk. And I've learned the power of walking as a stress management tool and a way of connecting with myself and with nature. And that's one of the things that I've made a new routine, and that helps me unwind it during the day. So I start the day working out hard, high energy, getting that heart rate up, and then I end the day with a nice calm walk, which helps me unwind and relax.
That's beautiful because, that's your vitamin C. That's the balance for mind and body, morning and night. So you're really not stretching it. And that's beautiful advice for everybody as well. Just finding those moments to yourself upon wake up and upon sundown. I love that.
Absolutely. Circadian.
Yeah. And that's going to help your skin too. Yes, actually, I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Thank you, Ron. And I did want to note that April 4th was National Vitamin C Day or National Skincare Day. And then April's the whole month is vitamin C.
Yes, vitamin C. Yes, April 4th is National Vitamin C Day.
Oh, vitamin C month.
Yeah. We here at BeautyStat extended the entire month of April, focusing on the need for vitamin C. And we're thrilled to offer a 10 milliliter deluxe trial size of our vitamin C serum for everyone at Ulta Beauty for just $25.
That's amazing. I can't go into and congratulations, Ulta. You walk in there, you see he's like front row and center because we all love him so much. So where can we find more about Ron and BeautyStat? Where can we follow you for all your information?
On social, we're at BeautyStat. Our website's at BeautyStat.com. And check us out at Ulta Beauty nationwide.
Yay. Well, thank you. And everybody, it's a trial size for $25. You got to go pick it up. You got to try it. It's my favorite on the market. It works. It's amazing. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Christine. It was such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure. Thank you all for tuning in. I love reading reviews and your feedback, so I appreciate that. And see you later. Wink, wink. Have questions you need answered? Text me at 1-310-361-8697. Make sure you're following me on social at Christine Bullock, and have a healthy, happy week.